But it looks like we're into the game, actually, for G2 versus Spacestation Gaming. Best of 7 now for the semi-final. I don't see anybody complaining about the server, so I think we're good to go here with game number 1. Let's get into it.
Starting off on Sipical Cam here for Space Station. I don't know if these guys played recently. Do you know what the recent head-to-head might be for these two teams?
Oh, they've played
you or Twitch chat?
They've played many a time. I actually couldn't tell you off the top of my head what the most recent matchup is. There's so many different matchups for the grid NA that could be happening that I was like, you know what? There's really no point in trying to plan for what we're going to be casting, especially with the randomized bracket. You really don't know what you're going to face. But yeah, G2 are definitely... They're peaking again. They've really struggled in the offseason. Space Station Gaming outperformed G2 for the majority of the offseason, between Season 9 and 10. Before that, it was all G2. They were the best team in America. So we'll see if they can get back up to that level. If they're in the semifinal today, then they must be doing something right.
Already in this game, you can just see the speed of play has increased from the last matchup. Not to say the last matchup was slow, but G2 is out here with a very fast gameplay right now.
Yeah, when
lots of actions per minute and lots of passing.
Yeah, when they're playing their best, they completely dominate. They don't let anyone leave their half. So this is what Space Station Gaming are trying to avoid in this matchup. They just want to try and keep this game in the blue half as much as possible, because G2 are not as comfortable when they're defending. They're not really as comfortable when they're not dominating, essentially. That's what they want to do. They want to be attacking, they want to be passing the ball around in the final third, they want to be scoring. So the longer that SSG can keep this scoreless, the better it is for them.
There's the pass on field to JNabs.
Oh!
Doesn't quite put it away. Oh. Really close to saving this was Arsenal. An incredible effort there. Sipical just a bit too far forward. Look at this near save from Arsenal.
Good try though. But JNabs was not to be denied from that range. Lovely pass by Rizzo. That's the kind of vision you expect to see from G2. For me, the best passing team in North America when they're playing at their best. But Space Station have definitely got some passing plays of their own to fall back on. Parts of the matchup where SSG have got the edge, in my opinion. Got to be the physical game, the 50-50 game. It's anything that's just dirty and anything messy Space Station usually have on lockdown. But yeah, they've got some finesse as well, especially with Rettles now joining the roster. That's a beautiful pass and a beautiful shot by him.
What a pass from Arsenal. Across the field, corner to corner. And Rettles has his pick and mix with where he wants to put that one in the goal. Puts it to the left behind Rizzo. And it's no knock against Rizzo there. That was an incredibly hard shot. Basically was left to guess where it was going and pray to get the save.
Yeah, there's just no way that he's going to be the favorite as a defender in that position. Our Space Station Gaming pushing it too hard in the corner. This is something they love to do. They're very confident in their 50-50 game, even in the offensive corner. That's a position that most 50-50s result in a win for the defensive team. The Space Station, even if they don't have a boost advantage, will throw themselves into that position. It's just something that you have to be ready for when you play against them. But G2, I say so far, from what we've seen, they look very good. That's a phenomenal save by Rettles. Rizzo had the mind game.
Really pass it over to Sipical.
What?
Musty pass.
What?
To Sipical.
How does this work? Rettles and Sipical just combined. Somehow bounced the ball, and I think it's come off Chicago as well.
Yeah, Chicago
was just
getting involved.
This is what I'm talking about, though. These kind of chaotic situations, it's this sort of thing that SSG have been able to use to their advantage against G2 in the past. When SSG burst onto the scene, G2 were one of the teams that suffered at the hands of SSG and another bunch of teams that were rising. Great save by Rizzo, who's having a good game here in the opening game of the best of 7. Yeah, G2, they just don't expect a team to play that all in. But SSG, they just don't hold back. They're happy to send 2 players at a 50-50 on the opposition goal line.
Yeah, it seems G2 prefers like crispy, clean play.
Yes.
And Space Station not afraid to make things a bit messy, get a bit sloppy, cause some chaos, and when you cause chaos for a team like G2, it can be difficult.
Oh, what? Oh my goodness, Arsenal! He went for that, and he wasn't too far off. That's crazy that he's able to make that happen. Look at this, Arsenal just charging through Rettles to center the ball. This is exactly the sort of thing that SSG have become known for, and G2 don't look like they're ready for this at all. I don't know who they've, what kind of matchups they've been playing today, but this has to be more on the aggressive side than they're used to.
Oh, what a touch from Sipical. And Rettles jumps in to finish it off. We were on Sipical cam the whole way there. So Rettles coming out of nowhere, but nice play here from the Space Station boys and a great finish from Rettles. Game number 1 is looking to go in favor of Space Station Gaming.
Yeah, they've totally caught G2 off guard. G2 really not expecting 2 players to be playing the ball this close together. Now, I've been criticizing Space Station Gaming today at times for doing this with all 3 players. Now, I don't think there's a problem when they do it with 2. It's only when that third man gets a bit too close to the play that they start to have problems, defending counterattacks and with their defense in general. But right now, they are very much an offensive unit and an offensive team to be reckoned with. That's a brilliant pass, so JNAP shut down by Sipical. And with that clear, I think game 1 is completely locked and loaded for Space Station.
I think also, to be fair to you, that comment more so applied at like midfield and other parts of the field, not like, a very scorable goal in front of net,
yeah.
I think that totally fine to send the house there.
Oh yeah, 100%. They're willing to. They're more than willing to just send the house in these positions. It's one of the reasons why I really like the Rettles acquisition by Space Station Gaming. This style of gameplay that they like to play is super aggressive and physical play, and that is, you can't describe Rettles' play as an individual much more accurately than that.
Whoa. Close one there from Rizzo. Nice shot. So that's game 1 in the books for Space Station, keeping the script alive, keeping Mission Control alive, keeping our casting careers alive, Johnny.
Yeah, shout out to them for, putting on a great show for us all day, making this already as much of a casting stream as we had yesterday with Oxygen. Oxygen, of course, didn't dip down to the lower bracket at all, so we had 5 series with them. Now this is the 5th series we've had of Space Station Gaming, with a potential 6th one waiting in the grand final. If they can get there, it's a long road yet, but Rettles just scored 4 goals in 1 game. I think he must be feeling pretty good about how this is going.
Yes, I think he's probably feeling pretty strong right about now.
What is Chicago's profile picture, by the way? I've not been able to figure out who this is. Maybe somebody in Twitch chat probably knows. In the
game or in Twitter?
In the game, yeah.
It's just G2 for me.
Is it? Chicago's is not G2 for me. I mean, some of the profile pictures are like it's slow to update sometimes. I think Rettles is also not updated for me. It still shows the peeps, which is his old team. So.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I've got everybody for me is their team logo.
Oh, okay.
Team. So get scammed.
Yeah, I've been thoroughly scammed here. Rettles and Chicago both checking to see if the ceiling's still there. It is.
Found it.
Still solid as ever. Chicago thought he saw an opening at the far post, and that's extremely aggressive from Rizzo, taking a leaf out of Space Station Gaming's playbook. But let's see if they can bring it to a win. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness, what a save by Arsenal. Right place, right time. Great reaction.
Saving Rettles there. Rettles sort of creeping forward on some of those weird touches that were happening in front of the goal, and Arsenal doing a really great job of keeping that ball out of the net.
Nice knock on by Arsenal. Rettles going to take this one sideways. Not that he has much choice in the matter. A minute gone, and G2 still look a bit confused in terms of how to get that offensive rotation rolling. Once they do get it rolling, they're really hard to stop. But I'd say for no more than 10 seconds at a time have we seen them in attack, because Space Station keep on breaking free with demos, 50-50s, and clears, dribbles. They've got a great adaptation in this series so far to help them get rid of the danger, and this is a very committed G2 to their own defensive corner. Nobody on the backboard, so Space Station can get the ball up high. It's going to be hard for G2 to defend. They're having some issues getting the ball moving as well, though. Not the first touch that Sipical was looking for.
Did fake out Chicago quite a bit there. I'm not sure if that was a reaction to Chicago's potential pressure.
Wait, what?
Arsenal's just going to put this one in. I think the G2 defense is just sort of creeping forward here, thinking Chicago's about to boom this. And
yeah, they're just not on the same page there at all. Somebody's got to be staying back on a risky knock-on. I mean, if it's a clean route through to offense, then sure, you don't really need to cover the clear. That didn't look all that clear to me. That's a good shot by Rizzo. It's saved by Arsenal as he deflects it into the post. Arsenal all night has been so composed and so controlled with his defensive touches off the back wall.
Ooh, nice demo there on the back wall from JNaps. Oh, so close from Rizzo. Just couldn't quite get around that one. Rizzo coming in for another shot here. Sends it wide, and Rettle's going to take this off the back wall. Should be able to carry this up over the top. Gets a slight dunk there, but doesn't really land in Space Station's favor. And now they find themselves back on defense again.
Little team high five there from Sippical and Arsenal. Doesn't amount to much, fortunately for them.
Good friends.
Even finding time in the middle of an extremely competitive game. No! Oh, what? How is that not a goal? I thought surely Sippical wasn't there in time, and now it's got a blocker. Chicago is more in the way of the play than anything. Craziness. In game 2, now G2 will try and stretch Space Station thin.
Oh, nice turn from Rettles there. And Sippical sends it over to Rettles, but JNaps realizes he's there, breaks up the play, sends the ball down the field. Chicago looking for... Oh, nicely done by Arsenal. Got so enthralled in the action there. I stopped.
You just took a breath. Oh, Rizzo into the top left. G2 are back in it. And the pass from Chicago was absolutely perfect. I got a party destroyed notification just to make it even more exciting. Hopefully you enjoyed that. A little bit of production value there, Twitch chat. That's probably all you're going to get from me.
The party lives on.
Yeah, the party lives
even
on
without
without
you,
me.
Johnny.
Yeah, probably improved.
I actually want to take a moment to thank all my subs. The pizza party.
Oh,
appreciate
you.
Oh,
JNaps. He's not interested in pizza party.
He should be.
He's having a party on the goal line. That's a really nice recovery, actually.
It's a great group, Johnny. The pizza party is a great group.
It is. I don't touch it for a moment.
You're a member of it.
I am. I'm one of the first members. Yeah, appreciate all of you guys coming out and supporting these streams. It's pretty crazy to see, especially with alerts turned off. I've been saying this for all the tournaments I've ran recently, but these grid streams are just following the same script exactly. G2 aren't following the game 1 script here at all. We'll turn this one around.
Oh, Rizzo aggressively chasing Rettles downfield there while the play develops behind him. Okay. What a shot by Rettles. Completely reads Rizzo coming in for the ball. What a block by AXB, and then I guess a great pass from Chicago, has to be said.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate from him, but well struck by Rettles. There wasn't a lot of goal to aim for as the goalkeeper closed the distance, made himself as big as possible. It's really interesting looking at the Twitch stat when G2 are playing. I've got to say, like, before this game, it's been quite wholesome, you know? We've been enjoying some great Rocket League. SSG playing against some of the best that North America's got to offer. It's been a good time, but now it's just like it's all very aggressive from a Twitch chat. You know, every time a team scores, it's like, yeah, where are you at now, G2 fans? Then G2 scores, like, yeah, where are the SSG fans at?
You know what? Here
I think they're all probably still here, guys. You don't need to like call them out every time.
Maybe they're just concerned.
Let's just watch some Rocket League, you know? I'm enjoying it either way. It's been a great series, great games so far. Great games all night. Yeah, just thought I'd mention that. As soon as G2 are playing, we've got a complete change of vibes in the Twitch chat. Very weird. Oh, a nice shot by Typical. Didn't have a lot of boost to work with there, but he did well. Arsenal as well. My goodness, has he done well to find a shot past that. These are some threats from Space Station Gaming late in a game where they actually already lead by 1.
Yeah, so let's hope they don't overextend here and ruin this perfectly good lead.
G2 have looked more alive and more active in this game, but they've suffered the same result unless they can pull out some miracle here. The ball's all the way back in their corner. JNAP's trying to find Rizzo down the line. No such luck as Arsenal grounds it. And that's 2-0 for Space Station Gaming. Still
Bang,
a long
bang.
way to go, but so far so good for Mission Control.
Mission Control.
Somebody in chat saying, imagine reading Twitch chat while casting. Well, what do you think I'm doing the entire time?
Johnny
you think
is
I'm watching
not
the
thinking-
game?
He's
Come
not
on.
thinking about what he's saying. Trust me. It's just automatic at this point.
I'm just guessing, you know. I'm assuming what's probably happening on screen, on the game screen, while reading everything I can from Twitch chat.
Yeah.
It's a task these days with how many of you there are, but that's a great problem to have. Johnny's guessing. Now, we don't need any more of that. Come on. Don't need any. I feel like the Gibbs is guessing meme has ran its course. I don't know about you guys, but some people still love it. Some people still love that one. It's time for game 3, though. So far, looking very good for Space Station Gaming. They've been able to play their game, and although G2 are a bit more competitive in game 2, they've not really been able to play their style at any stage during the last 10 minutes.
We're on board with Arsenal here, and he is doing some fun air dribbly stuff there on the sidewall.
I wish he had unlimited boost for that one. Just cut the fun short before you could really get started.
There's Bacchus mod when you need it. Typical and Chicago battling for that ball there. It's a interesting possession game that's happening right now. See Arsenal with the pre-flip.
Oh, wow.
Oh, what a touch. Assist of the day.
Look at this man go. Pre-flip pass. And he didn't just beat Rizzo to the punch, but he managed to bounce that one flat off the back. Well, if that kicks up, no goal. But because it's come straight back, it's just perfect in the pass department. SSG are doing really well, not just with their own passing, but reading G2's passing plays. It's been so difficult for G2 to get anything going in offense.
Oh. It does really feel like what you said initially was the chaotic nature of SSG is just the kryptonite right now. G2.
Oh, wow. What? How did Typical have a flip there? That's madness, but it doesn't result in a goal this time. G2 are really hanging on, though. And we're only just getting started with game 3. SSG are just getting more and more confident. And why shouldn't they be after taking 2 games in a row against a team that not too long ago were the best in North America? It's very sudden, actually. Like, for between Season 9 where G2 dominated and then off-season starts and they're a totally different team. They've not been able to get back up to that form, at least yet today.
Arsenal off the ceiling, does well with the 50-50. Typical cleans it up. That's what I'm talking about. Mission Control.
Wow.
2-0 SSG.
And another pre-flip, this time for the shot. Typical doubles up. SSG's already looking comfortable lead, even though it was 1-0. They looked so composed with this one. You know, stylistically, this is going their way. The more chaotic, the dirtier the game looks, the better SSG tend to play, and it's the opposite for G2. So, yeah, G2 just have to try and find a way to get this into more of the controlled version of the game. Then maybe they'll have a chance.
Chicago sets that one down for Rizzo, but Rizzo not able to make it in time. Arsenal to Rettles. Ball out to the side. See what typical can do here.
Typical.
Typical.
I really like the
Making
name
great
Typical,
plays.
actually. It's a great name there.
Well, do you know what it's from? Like,
No,
do
I
you know
don't
how you came up with
actually.
it? Okay.
No, I'm not sure where that... I mean, it has to be from the word typical, surely, but I don't know what his inspiration was exactly. Rizzo with half a chance here. Retzel just dive bombs him from the ceiling. So again, G2. Very quiet offensively. Chicago's up in the air, but intercepted well by Arsenal. Hats off to SSG. They are intercepting pretty much every passing play that G2 attempts, and JNAPS is going to return the favor there. All over that infield pass, so Rettles wanted to shoot on target. Time's running out, and G2 have yet to really show up and show us what they're made of in They've done so many times in the past, but that's not going to help them in this series. They need to show up, and soon. JNAP's uncontested shot. It's on target, but too slow. I think he was looking for a pre-jump there from Sypical. He was waiting, and now it's high on target, but saved by Arsenal. The defense of SSG proven to be too tough to crack.
I think this is the best version of SSG we've seen all day. They are looking honed, sharp.
Very much so.
Really strong defensive stand there. I mean, G2 really brought it to them on that last push offensively, like way more than we've seen, I think, in these past games even.
Yeah.
And they did well.
Yeah, SSG rising to the occasion here. Typical. Backflipping away from it. Arsenal's actually made it open. Good save in Arsenal.
That to go in so bad.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious. I don't know if Typical meant to backflip, but it worked out pretty well. Minute left on the clock. Double touch coming in from Rettles.
Nasty.
G2 have got nothing to show for themselves. 3 games into the series. SSG are popping off.
Popping off. Welcome to the party. Adam N., welcome to the pizza party, buddy.
That's what I like to hear. Yeah, how did G2 fix this huge problem? All their problems that they've got here. They've done a reasonable job intercepting SSG attacking plays, but some SSG plays are just impossible to read by the nature of how they play the game. They are such a chaotic team, and they thrive in that chaos, that you can't rely on your reads. You have to play proactively against them, and G2 maybe haven't done that enough. They're not dictating the flow of this game and deciding where the game's going to be played. That's a great bump. Even that's not going to go in. So Arsenal with another goal line save, and time is just getting away from G2 here. Unless they score on this attack, it's all over. And it might be now.
Beautiful read there from Arsenal. I mean, Space Station looks unstoppable versus this G2 squad right now. It doesn't even look close.
Yeah, the second game was better. G2 had the opening goal in the series. It was a great goal. That was a great goal as well. There just haven't been enough of them. When G2 have got themselves in space, their passing is just as good as it ever has been. That's another example of it. Just Brizzle landing down the line and immediately receiving a great aim pass that he can then redirect on target. But outside of that, and outside of moments like that, G2 just haven't been able to keep up. And it looks very much like the same kind of series that G2 would suffer at the hands of Space Station the first season SSG came into RLCS. With this new style, this style where they're willing to take risks where G2 are just simply not. And they're used to taking those risks where G2 are just not used to even playing against a team like that. And obviously G2 must have adapted to that in Season 9 because they dominated North America for that whole season. But yeah, the form is still lacking, I would say. G2 need to show us so much more. They need to show us that they can just keep the ball in the orange half for a minute at a time and starve Space Station of every big boost pad. Completely dominate them territorially. Until we see that, and we really haven't seen the G2 of old.
We're jumping on with JNAPs here for this game number 4. It's looking...
Oh!
Wow.
Oh, still? Surely now. Just about. A goal for G2. Rizzo should be scoring that, I think. Well, he's actually bounced it pretty comically off the post and caused the defense to flop all over the place. But it's still a goal. It still counts. G2 lead by 1. Is this the beginning of another incredibly scripted series? Is this the beginning of the G2 comeback?
I don't know, man. It's going to have to be a pretty big momentum shift. See the reverse sweep. It just doesn't really seem like G2 has it in them right now. But I haven't been in contact with the scriptwriters lately. So who knows? Who knows what they've decided?
Stringing together some passes, stringing together some consecutive booming touches. That's open. Chicago's going to make it 2. And G2 are awake at last. And it's actually a really bad clear from Rettles that enables it to happen. This is reminiscent of the last series we saw. We just gave the ball straight to AXB. This time Chicago ready and waiting for the open net.
Not sure if he meant to put it in the hands of Arsenal there or something along those lines, but yeah, just really lacking there on the.
Oh wow! Oh, the mind game, Rettles. Oh, that's huge.
I didn't see anything. JNAP's got murdered here in the corner.
Check out this mind game by Rettles. Rizzo, see you later. As it's 2-1. That was ridiculous. There really was no other way for Rettles to score from that position. That's top quality play.
Oh no, our party's been destroyed on this channel too.
Is that 2-2? Oh, good save by Chicago.
Nice.
A necessary save as well. There really was no one else anywhere near that ball for G2. Arsenal continue on with this. That's a great result for Space Station. Arsenal getting the ball over one and 50-50 with the second player is more than you can ask from someone. And he's going to turn it into a shot on target. Oh my goodness, it's over. And bouncing under on the rebound. Chicago's got an open net now. He's hit the post. Unbelievable. Neither team scoring their open nets.
He's hit the flat of the wall several feet away from the post.
Oh!
What a shot. Oh.
What a game. And you know, not all for the right reasons, but still exciting nonetheless. But really, you'd expect there to be a goal there. The Space Station were a bit hard done by the crossbars. It bounced down and then up over the goal. So the rebound missed as well as the open net from Rettles. I don't know if Rettles even realized he had an open net. You wouldn't expect to have one from that range. Alright, who challenged Space Station to start clipping on G2 from behind? That's all we're seeing here. G2 currently lead.
Ball landing center. Oh, just wide.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow. Nice pass. What a save by Rettles there.
Sick read. Timed his arrival to perfection. Just had to guess when that shot was going to be coming in. He was at the mercy of a mind game. Unlike his mind game goal at the other end, G2 could make it happen. Floor pinch saved. Civical was not too far off scoring that one. It's back into the danger area. JNAP's having to use a lot of boost just to get this ball under control. G2 have got plenty though. Looks like back corner boost control is very much theirs for now.
Oh, nicely done by Rettles. The quick back pass from Arsenal. But Space Station seems like they're having trouble mounting as effective an offense as they had in the last couple games. It just doesn't feel too threatening. They are only down by one, but it does feel like G2 is very in control of this game thus far. Yeah,
G2 have stepped up the pace. You can see Space Station are trying to match them blow for blow in that regard. But G2 are such a fast team, and when they're gelling well, I think they're almost unmatched in North America. With how fast they can afford to play and still read each other perfectly. And Space Station have got time. No need to panic just yet. The fact that it's a one-goal game is huge. 2 would really force them to play a far more risky game. That's open. It might be 2 in a second. It is. Chicago doesn't need to do anything for that to go in. JNAPS from distance doubles it up again.
JNAPS with the season 1 long shot. Loving it.
It's a nice bounce before the line. That's how you know it's a season 1 long shot.
All right, so G2 coming alive here in game number 5. Yeah, game 5.
No, game 4.
Game 4, sorry.
Yeah.
Woo, nice save here by Sipical. The G2 pressure continues to mount, and it's without a big change in play here. It's hard to imagine that Space Station makes it out of this one with a win.
Well, they got half a chance here. That's good defense by JNAPS. Cutting the attack off before it can really get started. Yeah, it's really G2's game to lose from this point. They've got the ball fully under control. Or they've got the game fully under control, certainly. And Space Station need to score quickly if they're going to sweep. I don't think they're really too fussed about that, though. They're just trying to see what they can do. If they get a goal, they get a goal. If they don't, they've still got 3 more tries at this. But G2 playing their best game yet by far. JNAPS almost makes it 4-1. It's actually a really good save by SSG to keep it at 3. It looks like they are going to have to play a game 5 as G2 put one on the board. It's an attempted own goal by JNAPS. It was on target. And it's hit the ground, and we'll not get a sweep in this semi-final, that's for sure.
So, do you think this Game 5 is going to be like the other Game 5 for Space Station?
What have we had? We've had one Game 5 win for Space Station today. We've had one Game 5 loss, I believe, against Omelette. So, yeah,
They've only been to 2 Game 5s?
I think it's only been... Has there been 3 Game 5s for Space Station? Actually, yeah, there's been 3. It was Game 5 against version 1 as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, it feels like almost all the games are going Game 5,
well, we had
3-1
against Pittsburgh Knights, but then it was 3-2. Lost to Omelette, 3-2 win against Beeps, 3-2 win against version 1. Space Station Gaming have been playing really well from behind all day today, and they haven't had to do that for too much in this semi-final. So, you know, if this does go down to the business end of the series, Game 6, Game 7, I'm not too worried about how Space Station are going to perform. If G2 can win this series, they're going to need to play extremely well. They're capable, but it's going to be very hard. 3 games needed in a row for G2 to win this one. The server's gone down for maintenance, so we will get back into this as quickly as possible. But for now, you're going to have to make do with our faces. What's the score over in the other semi-final, guys? Envy were winning last I heard.
Yeah, it's 3-1 on the bracket page. I don't know what the stream says.
3-1 Envy. Twitch chat are saying as well.
Envy's won the last 3.
Okay. I'm just going to join the party. I just realized. Sipical's trying to invite me. But yeah, we're okay. Looks like G2 are in here as well. Every time Arsenal joins
Arsenal
early.
likes it, I think. I think Arsenal's just about it.
Yeah, he always joins too early, and then he has to like do this little dance to keep the lobby from starting. But it's Game 5, guys. SSG lead by 3-1. Triple match point for the boys in orange. Team bump for G2 to get things going, and a demo in Rizzo's car. But, you know, if anything that we've seen so far, I'd say that if G2 can keep this game clean, they've got a chance. If they can't, they've got no chance.
Yeah, I think if G2 has another dominant performance, then, you know, that's when you start getting the thoughts creeping in about the comeback, the reverse sweep, which doesn't necessarily guarantee them to win. Typical. Coast to coast here.
Wow. You just wondered as a G2 player how many times is he going to touch that ball. Apparently one more than you were expecting, and Typical opens the scoring in style. SSG don't always need an explosion and a mess on a goal line to result in a goal. Sometimes, like I said, they've got that finesse as well. Typical. We've come to expect that from him in the past year.
Yes. Got some requests for the yawning to stop in chat. I apologize, chat.
It is 3 in the morning for you.
It is 3:15 in the morning, and I got up and went to work at
nice shot.
7:30. So yeah, it's a long
day.
one.
That's a great shot from Chicago. Typical will be disappointed with his defensive touch. This wasn't the safest place to hit the ball towards. Definitely better to lob it up and over the crossbar. The G2 have looked dangerous when they're given just 3 looks at the ball in that final third. It's only when they have to really scrap and scrape for their chances that they don't really know what to do. If it's a clean, uncontested hit, you're definitely not wrong for putting your money on them scoring those. Got
a tight Game 5 here. 1-1. Minute 30 is passed. We're on Rizzo cam, and Rizzo's, man, he is an active player. He is all over the field.
And he has to be, especially with how active SSG are trying to demolish him from the game. So you need to keep your eyes on these guys. Typical. Going for more solo plays. Space for Rizzo maybe to make something happen. Arsenal's going to beat him to this, but Rizzo actually gets there first. Just a more efficient line of attack onto the ball. Bounce shot. J-Nabs denied by Rettles. These kind of extended periods of play where the ball's stuck in a corner tends to favor SSG. It does this time as well.
Oh, what
Arsenal.
a shot.
What a play off the deck by him. You know, it's that ones play coming back in again. Arsenal, not one of the top solo duelists in NA, but he's easily a top 100 player if he wants to be. Fantastic ground play.
Yeah, Rizzo just catching himself, creeping forward a little bit there, and Arsenal just hits the perfect angle shot above him. Increase the lead to 1.
Arsenal's just demoed the last man. Luckily, JNAPS recovers
Rizzo
well.
Arsenal double demo.
The demos are just raining in. This is, what we talked about earlier. If SSG can keep this game as demo-focused as possible, I think that favors them, even though G2 have been known to enjoy a good demo goal in their time, especially Rizzo. It's SSG's speciality. They thrive in this kind of gameplay. They thrive in this environment. G2 looking for the clean infield pass. It's shut down. And is it open? It's somewhat. It's a good save though. Rizzo tracking back fast. Rettles didn't have the boost to get that one on target.
Goodness, everything's
blowing up.
To get demoed.
They got him again. Oh, the spawn demos are starting to come in. SSG are savages. They're having a race to Exterminator in Game 5.
I was just going to say, will we see an Exterminator? I hope so.
No way!
No. Unfortunate bounce. Chicago with an excellent shot there.
What?
Oh, no.
That is comical. JNAPS with his slowest goal of the day. Chips it on target. Actually ends up missing his touch because he's bumped out the air, but Arsenal and Rettles combine forces to not save the ball. They put it in their own net. 2-2. And I said that G2 were going to need to keep the game clean, but hey, they've profited off something unbelievably messy.
Sorry, just got caught reading chat. Somebody told me to take a J nap. Pretty amazing fun.
That's actually a pretty good one. I like that. I don't think there's going to be any time for a quick nap between the semi-final and the final, though, because I've just heard word that Envy have won in their semi-final already. 5 games there. So Space Station are trying to replicate that. G2, even though they started off this series with a nightmare 3 games against them, have stepped it up and they're keeping this interesting. Space Station keeping it quite interesting as well by consecutively hitting the ball extremely close to their own goal. Chicago alone in defense. Rettles looking to pick someone out in the middle. Gets it under Chicago. Gets it past 2, and the bump on JNAPS just missed. Thank goodness for G2 that he didn't make contact.
Rizzo is just playing super aggressive down the field, looking for bumps. And so far, it hasn't come back to bite him.
Fighting fire with fire.
Yeah, it just feels so overextended while watching on his camera here, but we're coming down to the final 10 seconds here. Will we see a goal?
Oh
no.
We will! And it's even more scripted. The ball goes side to side. JNAPS has passed this one to himself, and nobody on SSG was ready for that one to fling back into the middle that quickly. Absolute booming 50-50, bounces into the center, and G2 have scored with less than 10 seconds left. The comeback is absolutely on. Wow. Game 5 goes to G2. What a series. And we've been proven somewhat wrong here. It wasn't a clean game, but it was a G2 win. And a game where I think they definitely deserved to get something out of it. If they didn't get at least an overtime out of this game, they would have felt a bit robbed, because they were extremely aggressive. Oh, yeah, can you ready up, by the way, because the server might go down. There we go. So we're going to hop into Game 6 momentarily. Incredible stuff so far. Space Station have blown 2 of their match points, but they still have 2 more. Let's see if G2 can take yet another one from them.
We are going to hop on to Chicago for this one.
Is that 1 game for every player since we've gone to Game 6?
Yes. Yes, it
is. We'd like to see.
I'm going to have to give chat the opportunity to decide who Game 7 is if we get there in the script.
Oh, that was quick up by Cyprical. It's off the bar again, though. And it's the same problem that they had earlier. Cyprical's been shooting, I think, more accurately in the semi-final than he was earlier on today. But the crossbar woes have returned. G2 threatening again. Chicago denied by Cyprical. He's made a quick track back to defense. But you know, when the ball's flying around the field like this, I think G2 have the edge. This is what they want to do. They want to just be playing Boomer Simulator against Space Station Gaming. They'll fancy their chances against anyone in this in that little mini game version of Rocket League.
Wow. What a pass
There you
down
go.
from Chicago to JNaps here. Beautiful synergy between these two players. Look at this little touchdown.
Beautiful.
Oof.
That's insane vision from Chicago. Really selfless as well, because a lot of players would have been shooting that ball. G2 looking to send us into a game 7. That would be pretty crazy. The ultimate script, and at that point it would be full momentum on G2's side. It might already be momentum. I think momentum is already very much on G2's side after 2 wins in a row. That game 5 might have been the most important one of the series. Good pass. Rizzo's gonna knock it on. It's easily intercepted by Sipical, who's Rettles down the line. Rettles always looking for that bump on the goalie. Every time he gets a center ball off the corner wall, G2 are ready for it at this point. They've become well aware of Space Station Gaming's game plan.
Chicago on the hunt for this, and Arsenal gets it past him. It's a 2v1 right now, but Space Station not able to take advantage of it. G2 looking really crisp at this round, and I feel like Space Station hasn't had the ability to make it that dirty, sort of grimy game that they like to play.
Well, I think they tried to in the last game, going for as many demos as possible. Well, it didn't work out. That was a great save, actually. Sipical landing on the ball. It's been all G2 so far. As another shot comes in, it's actually great positioning by Rettles, to be honest, not to be in position to own goal this, but still fortunate as it bounces right off his car in clear danger.
Rizzo centered the ball here. Chicago not able to get up for that. And Space Station try to punt it down. Interception, almost a double touch to make it 2-0.
Oh, whipped by Rizzo, saved by JNaps, so this could be dangerous. It's back into the middle. Rettles knocking it onto Sipical, but it's just a bit too slow on that last third from SSG. They're slowing the ball down here, and that's giving G2 time to reposition, time to react to what's happening. The third's been demoed by Rizzo, who's now through on goal. Gets it past, but wide of Rettles' challenge. 2 minutes left. SSG still in the hunt for a goal.
What a touchdown. Okay.
G2 are really bringing the pain, and surely a goal. No, it's saved.
Save.
Rettles clears it from beyond, I think, most of the goal line.
Absolutely insane. Chicago with the stuff here. Can he get back in time and make a shot? Arsenal beats him to it.
Oh.
Going for the double touch. Good job, break that up by JNaps.
Rettles into the bottom right corner. And it didn't take much. But SSG are in game 6. A bad clear by Chicago, it has to be said. Rettles was all over it. And if nothing else, SSG have absolutely turned around their positioning problems we saw earlier on in the tournament. They're really using all the pitch that they can to make sure that G2 don't have any easy clear angles. The G2 still have momentum on their side. They've got 2 games in a row and a tie game, game 6. Are we really going to go into a game 7 here with G2 on 3 consecutive games? A minute and 12 seconds will tell us, if not for overtime.
And will, after game number 7, will they finally tell us who is writing these scripts?
Arsenal waiting for the pass down the line. Great first touch by him. He's got a pass too, and it's actually a free shot for Rettles again, and he scores again. SSG from behind now take the lead, and that was so deceptive by Arsenal. He just slowed the ball down, and he actually baited Rizzo into a challenge he didn't really want to take, and that was not the most volatile 50-50. It just kicked out perfectly for Rettles. 2-1 Space Station lead in the final minute.
Now we're looking for these Space Station boys to maybe slow down, be a little bit more cautious now that they got the 1-point lead. They've only got 30 seconds left. Play slow enough to kill some time. Chicago with the shot. Nicely denied by Space Station.
Great demo by Rizzo. Where's the shot? It's blocked. Rettles goal side of the ball when he needed to be. Arsenal.
Chicago up early.
This is difficult for G2. SSG are letting the clock do the work for them here. They're playing for 50-50s and air dribbling whenever they can to waste some time. Rettles on the right side of the ball. A bump attempted by Arsenal, but he missed it. It's passed by Chicago into the middle. JNaps is there! And he scores!
2 seconds.
Oh my goodness. We're going into overtime, game 6. G2 have done it. Way to fight back.
Wow, what a pass from Chicago there. Rizzo did well to open it up. Chicago put it in front of the net, and JNaps closes out the deal. Now we find ourselves back in overtime in game 6.
SSG must be wondering, what do we have to do to get rid of these guys? We're up 3-0. We lead them with no time left on the clock. They're still in this game. Arsenal, air dribbles over 1. It's a decent clear by Chicago. That's going to make it difficult for Sipical to recycle. Rettles has it on target. Rizzo's there. Fast-paced starts to overtime. And overtime, the G2 need to win to keep themselves alive in this tournament. SSG with the double demo. Make it a bit easier on themselves.
Chicago takes it off the wall. It's the 50-50, but doesn't go his way. Arsenal clears it out. Now Space Station is moving in.
Uh-oh.
On the offensive here, Sipical's up, gets the flip reset.
Oh.
Rizzo saving G2's hopes there. Coming in, helping out Chicago on the back. Rettles with a chip up into the middle. Chicago looking to center that ball. Doesn't work. Spade takes and punts it down the field. And now it's shot on net. And
what?
Chicago almost missing that somehow.
He didn't have
not
a lot
giving
of
himself
boost.
enough time.
Yeah, he didn't have a lot of boost, and he didn't realize the shot was coming in until it was too late. Rails with the mind game. It's popped into the backboard. Rizzo is there, but he doesn't have much boost to work with. Space Station are applying the squeeze in OT. Sipical up faster than JNaps, but only barely. Can Rizzo knock this out safely? That's really well done. 2 touches. Takes 1 out of the game. Another passing play for G2. Chicago, 1-on-1 with Sipical. Sipical comes out on top.
Great defense.
What?
By Sipical. What just happened?
What? Where did this come from? Arsenal has just pinched it off a low aerial into the sidewall.
Oh my goodness.
And it's over in 6 games. Unbelievable stuff. We need to take a quick look at that one. Hold on a second. Let's just save that replay and see how on earth Arsenal hit that. That came out of actual nowhere.
Don't worry, chat. I will save that replay and we will look at it as well because we could not see it at all.
That was absolutely crazy. Let's just very quickly before we get into the grand final, because I know Envy are already waiting for us. But we need to see this again. I think you guys will forgive me for delaying the grand final.
You said it was Arsenal, right?
Arsenal, yeah. Arsenal with a monster pitch to seal an epic series against G2. Oh, that is actually disgusting.
Wow.
What a monster! Wow. Just wow.
So I think you got to look at that as well from Rizzo's cam, because
I'm going to take a look at everybody's perspective in this one. Rizzo he wasn't even that far pushed up. Rizzo wasn't even that he wasn't that far advanced. Rettles is like, should I leave this for Arsenal?
From his...
Wow. That's just otherworldly from Arsenal. Crazy to even see that as an opportunity. Oh yeah, that's crazy. You're the typical cam, you're like, wait, Arsenal scored. He absolutely meant that though as well. You can see that he was leaning back to time it perfectly. Do you think he pinched it off Rettles? I don't think he did. I think he just nailed it in on the wall. Did he pinch it off Rettles as well? He might have done. Let's see again.
I would love to be in the comms for that one.
Oh, poor Chicago. He didn't even have any idea. The first thing he sees when he looks up is the ball already on target.
Poor my chat as well, because that's all we were watching. We were on Chicago cam, and it was just like, oh.
Yeah, I don't think that hit Rails. I think he just nailed that pinch. So yeah, I don't think Rails didn't get an assist there. People are saying, it doesn't look like Rails hit it. I mean, wait, so Rails has no assists. And then the assist goes to Sipical. So yeah, it didn't hit Rails, that's for sure. Everybody's saying so lucky. Get out of here. Get out of here where your luck calls. Like, it's quite obvious looking back at that. Several times. We've shown you several looks at that. He set up the pinch shot. You can see that he was angling his car to go for the pinch shot. And that was the perfect position to be doing it from. That distance away from the opposition goal, if you catch it right, it flies on target. There's no denying that. And if you're going to call that lucky, then you don't like good Rocket League, because that was just a brilliant goal. And the end of a brilliant series. G2 played really well. I think to fight back from 3 down showed real guts, and it shows that they're definitely somewhat back up to form. Took a while for them to get going and to remember how Space Station play, but nah, he definitely meant to pinch this ball.
Johnny, we find ourselves
We've done it
in another grand finals.
I don't know how we keep doing this.
We go. We are going to hop on to Chicago for this one.
Is that one game for every player since we've gone to game 6?
Yes. Yes, it
So
is.
we'd like to see.
I'm going to have to give chat the opportunity to decide who game 7 is if we get there in the script.
Oh, that was quick up by Sypical. It's off the bar again, though. And it's the same problem that they had earlier. Sypical's been shooting, I think, more accurately in the semi-final than he was earlier on today. But the crossbar woes have returned. G2 threatening again. Chicago denied by Sypical. He's made a quick track back to defense. But, you know, when the ball's flying around the field like this, I think G2 have the edge. This is what they want to do. They want to just be playing Boomer Simulator against Space Station Gaming. They'll fancy their chances against anyone in this in that little mini-game version of Rocket League.
Wow. What a pass
There you
down
go.
from Chicago to JNaps here. Beautiful synergy between these two players. Look at this little touchdown.
Beautiful.
Oof.
That's insane vision from Chicago. Really selfless as well, because a lot of players would have been shooting that ball. G2 looking to send us into a game 7. That would be pretty crazy. The ultimate script, and at that point it would be full momentum on G2's side. It might already be momentum. I think momentum is already very much on G2's side after 2 wins in a row. That game 5 might have been the most important one of the series. Good pass. Rizzo's going to knock it on. It's easily intercepted by Sypical. It's Rettles down the line. Rettles always looking for that bump on the goalie. Every time he gets a center ball off the corner wall, G2 are ready for it at this point. They've become well aware of Space Station Gaming's game plan.
Chicago on the hunt for this, and Arsenal gets it past him. It's a 2v1 right now, but Space Station not able to take advantage of it. G2 looking really crisp at this round, and I feel like Space Station hasn't had the ability to make it that dirty, sort of grimy game that they like to play.
Well, I think they tried to in the last game, going for as many demos as possible. Well, it didn't work out. That was a great save, actually. Sypical landing on the ball. It's been all G2 so far. As another shot comes in, it's actually great positioning by Rettles, to be honest, not to be in position to own goal this, but still fortunate as it bounces right off his car in clear danger.
Rizzo centered the ball here. Chicago not able to get up for that. And Space Station try to punt it down. The interception, almost a double touch to make it 2-0.
Oh, whipped by Rizzo, saved by JNaps, but this could be dangerous. It's back into the middle. Rettles knocking it on to Sypical, but it's just a bit too slow on that last third from SSG. They're slowing the ball down here, and that's giving G2 time to reposition, time to react to what's happening. The third's been demoed by Rizzo, who's now through on goal. Gets it past, but wide of Rettles' challenge. 2 minutes left. SSG still in the hunt for a goal.
What a touchdown. Okay.
G2 are really bringing the pain, and surely a goal. No, it's saved.
Save.
Rettles clears it from beyond, I think, most of the goal line.
Absolutely insane. Chicago with the stuff here. Can he get back in time and make a shot? Arsenal beats him to it.
Oh.
Going for the double touch. Good job, break that up by JNaps.
Rettles into the bottom right corner. And it didn't take much, but SSG are in game 6. A bad clear by Chicago, it has to be said. Rettles was all over it. And if nothing else, SSG have absolutely turned around their positioning problems we saw earlier on in the tournament. They're really using all the pitch that they can to make sure that G2 don't have any easy clear angles. The G2 still have momentum on their side. They've got 2 games in a row and a tie game, game 6. Are we really going to go into a game 7 here with G2 on 3 consecutive games? A minute and 12 seconds will tell us, if not for overtime.
And will, after game number 7, will they finally tell us who is writing these scripts?
Arsenal waiting for the pass down the line. Great first touch by him. He's got it past 2. And it's actually a free shot for Rettles again! And he scores again! SSG from behind now take the lead. And that was so deceptive by Arsenal. He just slowed the ball down. And he actually baited Rizzo into a challenge he didn't really want to take. And that was not the most volatile 50-50. It just kicked out perfectly for Rettles. 2-1 Space Station lead in the final minute.
Now we're looking for these Space Station boys to maybe slow down, be a little bit more cautious now that they got the 1-point lead. They've only got 30 seconds left. Play slow enough to kill some time. Chicago with the shot. Nicely denied by Space Station.
Great demo by Rizzo. Where's the shot? It's blocked. Rettles goal side of the ball when he needed to be. Arsenal.
Chicago up early.
This is difficult for G2. SSG are letting the clock do the work for them here. They're playing for 50-50s and air dribbling whenever they can to waste some time. Rettles on the right side of the ball. A bump attempted by Arsenal, but he missed it. It's passed by Chicago into the middle. JNaps is there! And he scores!
2 seconds!
Oh my goodness. We're going into overtime, game 6. G2 have done it. Way to fight back.
Wow, what a pass from Chicago there. Rizzo did well to open it up. Chicago put it in front of the net, and JNaps closes out the deal. Now we find ourselves back in overtime in game 6.
SSG must be wondering, what do we have to do to get rid of these guys? We're up 3 games to 0. We lead them with no time left on the clock. They're still in this game. Arsenal air dribbles over 1. It's a decent clear by Chicago. That's going to make it difficult for Sipical to recycle. Rettles has it on target. Rizzo's there. Fast-paced start to overtime. And overtime, the G2 need to win to keep themselves alive in this tournament. SSG with the double demo. Make it a bit easier on themselves.
Chicago takes it off the wall. It's the 50-50, but doesn't go his way. Arsenal clears it out. Now Space Station is moving in. On the offensive here. Sipical's up, gets the flip reset. Rizzo saving G2's hopes there. Coming in, helping out Chicago on the back. Rettles with a chip up into the middle. Chicago looking to center that ball. Doesn't work. Space takes and punts it down the field. And now it's shot on net. And Chicago almost missing that somehow.
He didn't have a lot of boost.
Himself enough time.
Yeah, he didn't have a lot of boost, and he didn't realize the shot was coming in until it was too late. Rails with the mind game. It's popped into the backboard. Rizzo is there, but he doesn't have much boost to work with. Space Station are applying the squeeze in OT. Sipical up faster than JNaps, but only barely. Can Rizzo knock this out safely? That's really well done. 2 touches. Takes 1 out of the game. Another passing play for G2. Chicago 1-on-1 with Sipical. Sipical comes out on top.
Great defense by Sipical. What just happened?
What? Where did this come from? Arsenal has just pinched it off a low aerial into the sidewall.
Oh my goodness.
And it's over in 6 games. Unbelievable stuff. We need to take a quick look at that one. Hold on a second. Let's just save that replay and see how on earth Arsenal hit that. That came out of actual nowhere.